All right, so when doing roller shades, especially something with this large of an opening, you're going to use multiple screens. You're going to want the gaps or where the screens stop, and there's a little bit of a gap between the two screens to be in the middle of these window frames. So how you achieve that, this is going to be 3 roller shades. You're going to essentially put up a piece of tape, and you're going to want to be getting the middle of this frame. That's where you're going to want to give us that measurement. That's going to be where your bracket is going to sit. So your bracket's going to be exactly in the middle of this. So we like to put a piece of tape. You'll see there's another one over here, because I'm going to mark this one as well. Okay, and then you're going to just take a measurement. First, of the width of this frame is 1 3/4. So 1 3/4 divided by 2 is going to be 7/8. So essentially, that's where my mark is. So you can look, it's kind of dark in here, but you can see the mark is exactly at 7/8. So that is the middle of this window, and that's where the bracket's going to be. So once you have that, and if you're going to have multiple windows, you go ahead and put all your marks out. So I've already done the other one, so I know exactly where the middle of that window frame is, the middle of this window frame. So one little trick we do when we have a window like this is we take the line that we made where the measurement is, and we go ahead and just put that across the top, and that's just going to help you line up the bracket nice and even. So I'm going to take a measurement. This is going to be screen number 3. So if you like to do things in order, this is going to be screen number 1, screen number 2, screen number 3. Obviously, you can measure this one first. Just for the video, essentially you're going to measure from the edge of the window, which is right there, to my mark. So that's going to be to 61 1/8. That's exactly where you're going to give us a mark for window 3, and that's where your bracket's going to be. You don't have to take anything off. We go ahead and take off just enough so that the other bracket's going to fit, but you're going to give us that mark from the edge of the window to the middle of this window frame. And if you give us that measurement for your window 3, you're going to get a screen that's going to fit perfectly in that space. So we showed you how to do the mark there. Obviously we marked it here, same thing, right in the middle at 7/8. And then what I would do is sometimes it helps to have a second person, because you're going to now need to have a measurement from the middle of that to the middle of this. So you can obviously come over, put it on the middle. If it's a really wide window, you might need to have some help. And this right here is 60 7/8. Again, if it's a really wide window, you may want to have somebody hold it on that point, and that way you can get over and get your measurement. But you're going to be measuring your middle window from one mark to the other mark. Your window 1 will be from the edge of the window to this mark. So that's going to be your 3 measurements. From the edge of this frame or the edge of this window to that mark, and then from this mark to your middle mark, and then from your right mark to the edge. And those are your 3 measurements for your widths. So one more measurement that you're going to want to give us when you're measuring a window is going to be the total opening. So in this case, you've given us window 1, 2, and 3. Very important, but the whole window opening is going to be important as well. Really just the width. So you're going to measure from this right here all the way to the other side. Now this is a very large window, so it's going to be impossible to do this by yourself. So just have 2 people, have one person hold the edge of the tape measure to the top edge, and then you're going to measure to this top edge, and you're going to give us that entire width. That's going to really just help us check and make sure everything's going to fit perfectly. If something doesn't add up based on these measurements, we'll be able to tell from that width measurement, and we can catch it before we make all your shades.